Hi friends, welcome to 30 Inks, 30 Days, April 2026, Teal Edition. What day are we on? Day 14. Here's a look at yesterday, Odysseus. It's yesterday for you. Fortunate, I'm feeling glad that I decided to get a little bit ahead because I had to take a couple days off. I left my water in the other room. I have been sick. I suppose really it's fair to say that I am still sick. But I am feeling at least better enough to make a video. So there's Odysseus in his watery glory. Isn't he the god of the ocean? I feel like something like that. Man. So what do we have to do? We have to pick a new ink. Yeah, I think that's what the plan is. Did I do these? No, I didn't do these. The struggle is real. So today we're going to do this one because it's on top. Wearingeul The Old Man in the Sea. My dad really likes to fish, and my mom has made these signs kind of all over the house that are quotes. This is one particular quote from The Old Man in the Sea, which is something like, "Fish, I love and respect you, but I'm going to get you today." You know, I'm paraphrasing because I don't really remember. And so I made them some pillows, and I, with the sewing machine, stitched that quote into the pillow. Y'all, I also don't have a syringe. I am firing on all cylinders today. Okay. To a Man in the Sea. You know what's funny about me getting sick for this 30 inks? It was 2 years ago in April for that 30 inks that I got really sick too. I mean, funny, you know. Oh, we didn't check to see if this is a shimmer. Old Man in the Sea doesn't strike me as something that should be shimmery, but wait, it is. Apparently old men are shimmery. Who knew? Who knew? Not I, said the fly. I was like, oh no ink's going in. It's like, Maria, that's ink. What do you think is that going in the pen? After this, I'm going to go rest some more. I say rest as though I've been exerting myself. Friends, I have been sewing. And not much. I'm just trying to take it easy. I took the day off work. I haven't been able to take the other days off work this week. So I feel really strongly that people should not feel pressured to work when they're sick. But this was definitely a case of I had stuff I had to do. It's the worst though, right? Because it was stuff that involved me having to think and write. And that is definitely more difficult for me when I'm in this type of sickness. Okay, so how do we even... Okay, I write the words. Thanks for your help. So I remember what I'm doing. There you go. I write the words and then I do that part. Oh my gosh. Wearingeul. I kind of infringed there. The Old Man and the Sea. I love how I had to look as though I don't know the name of it. This is the Kaweco, Perkeo, clear, the medium nib. This is so nice and juicy. I did just clean it, so there's probably a little bit of water in the feed. Normally when I clean a pen, I I'm not usually re-inking right away because I have enough pens. Although sometimes, like, there are pens that I, like, just always want to use, but I kind of force myself to, like, not always use. Anyway, normally I leave them tipped down in, like, a jar with tissue, with a paper towels in it so that the paper can, like, wick the moisture out of it. But there was no time for that. There was no time for that. I was going to tell y'all about something, but I don't remember what now. Maybe I'll think of it. We got time. Here's a question. When you're not feeling well, like you have a cold or the flu, what do you want to eat? Oh, I was going to ask you about oatmeal. What's your, like, go-to? You know, do you like soup? And if so, what soup? My mom really likes war wonton soup. I think I can get the old man and the sea. Yeah. Okay. I last night ordered hot and sour soup. And I think today I might look up a recipe to see if I can make more. I love hot and sour soup. I don't often order it because, like, I guess I mostly eat with other people who don't love it. So I mostly had it from one place. And therefore their version of hot and sour soup is, like, the right version for my taste. Which is silly, right? Because you think about, like, chicken noodle soup. There's no one right version of it. Right? It's just the version that you like or that you're accustomed to. And the same is true with any soup, like. But again, whichever one you, like, are accustomed to, that's going to be the right version for you. And maybe that's Campbell's. That's probably the kitchen soup I've had the most frequently. Something delightfully cozy about it. Sorry for the sniffles, by the way. I am sorry that I'm sniffling for both of us. Something comforting about condensed soup, you know? If you've had it. If it's something that you grew up with. I remember this one guy who was, like, almost one of those, like, humble brags, but like, he didn't mean it to be. I knew what he was getting on about, but he was like, yeah, growing up, I never had, like, Kraft mac and cheese because my mom would always just make the real stuff. Like, she would just do a baked macaroni and cheese. And it's like, well, isn't that nice for you? But at the same time, like, I get what he's on about because Kraft mac and cheese is also kind of like a cultural thing. And it's like a touch point that you don't have. And it's not like he thought, I'm better than you for Kraft mac and cheese or for not having that. But it kind of could come off that way sometimes, just because of his manner of speaking. We all have friends or acquaintances or know people like that, right? Who they mean no harm. Oops, that is a little premature, but it can sound like they do. Okay. I mean, hell, that's probably me some of the time. Oh, it certainly was me when I was younger. I don't remember what day I said it was. 14. This is somebody's birthday. I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm conflating two. Ink is... I've never read The Old Man and the Sea, have you? I only ever read a short story by Hemingway. Not really a fan. Like an important American author, I suppose, and important for his dissatisfaction with stuff. The story we read, I was reading it for what? Was it for my fiction class? I think it was probably for some college English class, and it was like talking about his dissatisfaction, angry and angsty white man, like with the establishment and American society as it was, and blah 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 blah. But maybe it was a poem. Did he write poetry? I feel like it was a short story. You know, a short story I did really like? Harrison Bergeron. Maybe I should write that one. Maybe that would be a good transcription to do. Harrison Bergeron takes the idea of equality to its ridiculous limits. And it was more about like equality of results. Like, so really smart people had to have like these implants in their heads that would blast loud noises so they weren't able to like maintain a train of thought, because that would let them be smarter than other people. And like really pretty people had to wear these ugly masks. I liked that story. This is kind of a dirty teal. The Old Man of the Sea. Oh. I like it. Okay, come back over here. You are the right one, right? Shake it, shake it. Hey, we have 2 sparklies in a row. I didn't really intend to put a sparkle in this pen, but it doesn't matter because it's not. I won't let it sit. Although I did let the one in the Twisby sit because of the sickness thing. I really liked Odysseus. It's not a surprise, right? It's a bit like Don't Know a Shimmer. Like, this is kind of like Humpback Whale with shimmer. Maybe. And interesting. It is kind of like the one above it. Man, I just for a moment panicked and thought I forgot to start recording again. Oof. This splat is looking gorgeous to me. You'll see it tomorrow, but I'll show it to you now. I like that because I like blew the middle part away. I don't know if it's going to come across on camera, but like that it's all like desaturated there. I forgot that I meant to be like doing this. Now I just took the blotting paper out of it. Well, whatever. It's done. We're done. We're moving on. You know what I should have done? Maybe we'll do this next time. Instead of splats, maybe we'll do this thing. I'm gonna spoon it. Or if I feel like it and I'm like having a day and I want to play with ink, maybe I could do that for this month. But I suspect I will not be having a day like that because I'm just feeling really busy and tired at this moment. Do you have that too, where like somebody's like, hey, do you want to do something like next week? And like, because you're feeling like bad now, you're like, I'm never going to want to do anything ever again. And so you like don't answer. Yeah, thanks. Great conversation. Great conversation. I'm going to go rest now. I hope whenever you're watching this, you're having a wonderful day. Take care of yourselves. Bye.